Well, here we go again. Re-recording the video because I ran out of space, so I'm going to have to make this one super quick. This is just going to be a new products, loves and fails, repurchases kind of thing. And I'm going to make it a little faster than the last one because it cut me off, as per usual. Okay, anywho, let's start off with one I don't like. Oh, first of all, hello, welcome back or to Doomsday. I hope you all are having a fabulous day wherever you are. Subscribe. That'd be great. Maybe you'll have a good time with me. I hope you will. And like the video. Yeah, it won't hurt anything, I promise. All right. So, and I'd love to have you here. We do giveaways on this channel too, which one is coming up very soon. It was supposed to be on this video, but I haven't had any time to record since I have a full-time job and I'm never alone and I need to be alone to record videos. Hence why I'm here right now, and it is the only chance I have for the next like 4 days. So, Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturizer sucks. Now, maybe, just maybe, I haven't found the right way to use this yet, but it is incomparable with like concealer. I can't use concealer with this product. And when I'm using a tinted moisturizer, I most definitely need to use a concealer with it as well. And this is not compatible with that, like for whatever reason. And I've tried 3 different concealers and they all seem to just bunch up, like wherever I put the concealer at the edges of it, it just doesn't look good at all. So if anyone has any tips on how to properly use the Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturizer, please leave them down below because I want to use this and I want to love it. Now let's get into a tinted moisturizer that kicks ass, shall we? The Lancome Skin Feels Good Skin Tint. Now this is my second tube. I have not run out of the first tube yet, but that's how much I loved it. I wanted to have a second tube just in case I did run out because it's badass. Now the tones or the shade range is shit, mind you. But since this is just a skin tint, you can use a shade that looks a little too light for you because your natural skin is going to continue to shine through the product. So I have it in 2 shades. I have this one and one that's a little darker, and they both work beautifully on me because it is kind of sheer and see-through. But it's more about the finish that this leaves on the skin, and it is so perfect. I mean, it's just perfect. I can't describe it. Okay, you just need to try it for yourself. It's the Lancome Skin Feels Good Skin Tint, and right now I think this product is 5 times the points at Ulta. So if you were to purchase it at Ulta right now, you would get 5 times the points for that purchase, and that's good because Ulta's reward system is the shit. Okay, they basically give you money for spending money there, and you can't beat that. You're gonna buy the stuff anyway. You might as well get kind of paid for it if you can. That and use Rakuten, Ebates, whatever you know it as. It's amazing. I get money back from them all the time. Please ignore my messy room and the clothes baskets back there. I did all my laundry yesterday, so there's remnants of that laying around. I have a pile of socks over there. There's clothes baskets over there. There's just kind of, but I'm trying. I'm doing my best here. Okay. Now let's go into this concealer right here. The Becca Light Shifter Brightening Concealer. This is comparable to the Shape Tape Glow Wand, but I prefer the Glow Wand. I think the Glow Wand is what this was supposed to be. This product has been out, I'm not sure for how long, but I feel like it's been out for longer than the Shape Tape Glow Wand. This is so sheer. I mean, so sheer. But if you were to use this as like a skin tint, like the Skin Feels Good or something like that, I think it would be beautiful. I think they've marketed this wrong. I don't think it should have been called a concealer. It should have been called more like a skin enhancer or something like that, because it does add a nice subtle glow to the skin, but it does not conceal for shit. It doesn't. I'm sorry. Now, I do love Becca's under eye brightener. This little gem right here, this is amazing stuff. It's a loose powder and it does brighten up under the eyes. I'm wearing it today. I love it. I have very dark circles, so I need all the help I can get, and I've tested out a few brighteners, and so far Becca's my favorite. Let's go into this now. Oh no, I still have 2 concealers. Beauty Blender Beauty Blender Bounce Airbrush Liquid Whip Concealer. I'm using this today in the shade 210C Light Buff. I love it. Okay, I find this comparable to the e.l.f. Hydrating Concealer, which is only $6. That concealer is also a win in my book. Now, I'm not gonna not buy this because I do think it's a little better than the e.l.f. Hydrating Concealer. It's a little more moisturizing, but I would have no problems if e.l.f. Hydrating was my only option. I'm just gonna leave that there. The shade range in this is okay. It's okay. I think Beauty Blender's shade range, for whatever reason, does cater more towards the lighter realm and medium realm of skin tones for whatever reason. They need to fix that. But the concealer does do its job. It is a good product. I also, for the first time, tried the Beauty Blender Bounce Liquid Whip Longwear Foundation. I'm wearing it now, and I really enjoy it. It is more of a matte finish, but I do my skin up with like luminizers and, you know, setting sprays and things like that. I just have to have the dew. You know what I mean? And Beauty Blender was having a 29% off sale, so I scored that, and it's very good, I gotta say. Now, this Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. What does that say? For a superstar youth glow. And boy, does it make you glow. This stuff is amazing. I will be repurchasing this. So far, the only things of that are repurchases is the Beauty Blender Concealer. I did have one of those prior to that, so I really enjoy that product. Oh, and the Lancome Skin Feels Good Tinted Skin Tint. Yeah, that also is a repurchase. This is going to, you apply your moisturizer and whatnot, your primer, you know, or you could just use this as your primer. I put it on before my foundation, but you can also mix it in your foundation. You can put it on after your foundation. It just depends on the level of glow that you want that day. If you want to be super glowy, put it on after your foundation. If you want to be kind of in the middle, put it in the foundation. If you want a subtle, you know, natural glow, put it on before your foundation. If you ever get the opportunity, I have it in shade 3. I probably could have got away with shade 2, but I'm kind of glad I got 3 because it's like my happy medium. But yeah, if you ever get the opportunity to try this, I suggest you do, especially if you like dewier looking skin. Now you can wear this on its own as a skin tint, but just know that you will be dewy as shit if you do that. Okay, you might want to consider powdering just a little, just a little bit with that product as a standalone. Okay. Ulta was having a sale on this particular foundation, and it is the Urban Decay All Nighter, and I got it in the shade 3.25, which I think is in the beginning of the medium scale. It's a great foundation, especially for $28. That is a great price. Its original price, I think, is 40 or 40 something dollars. I don't know that I'd pay that much for it, but it's probably because I have so many foundations already. If I was in the market for a new foundation and needed one on the matte side, I would love to have this one. Like, this is a great foundation. And All Nighter is pretty accurate because it withstood an entire 11-hour work shift. So this is a good one too. I don't think it's on sale anymore. I happened to catch it on the very last day of the sale, so I lucked out on that. I had no idea when the sale was ending, and I had been eyeballing it for like 2 weeks. Finally, I was just like, you know what? Screw it. I'm doing it. And I got it. And I don't regret it. It was a good purchase. So keep your eye out for that being on sale at Ulta. Just, I don't know when. Okay. This is sold by ColourPop, but I got it at Ulta because ColourPop does sell through Ulta now. And it is the Soul Body glow oil. It's like a dry body oil, and it does have a beautiful shimmer to it. I have it on today. Yeah, you can still see on the shoulder a little bit there. See, I'm just a little dewy and glowy. Today was the first day that I tried it, and I think it's fantastic. It makes your skin very soft. You don't have an oily feel to you. You're just baby soft, and who doesn't love that, you know? And you have a glow. I love a good glow, obviously. It's like I'm a bit obsessed with it on. Hey, whatever. It makes me happy. So, you know. Now, the Hoola Light Bronzer. This bronzer is a very pale bronzer. And you look at it and you think, that's not going to do shit for me. But it does. Okay, I can't quite put into words. It just makes my skin look more alive. Sometimes if you just go in with a straight, you know, darker bronzer, it looks fake. You know, which, I mean, you're wearing makeup. People can tell you're wearing makeup, but you don't want it to be like a layer of paint on your face, you know, shellac. You want it to be somewhat of a natural feel. Like, if I took all this off, I wouldn't look far from this, you know, which, our little secret, I don't look, you know, I look like shit without makeup, but no one needs to know that. This just adds a little something extra before you go in with your darker bronzer. I like to use this first, and some days I don't even go in with a darker bronzer. I just keep it with the Hoola Light, and it is freaking fantastic. Now, Ulta does sell the mini of this. You don't have to fork over for the full size. You can do the mini for 17 bucks. Don't quote me on that, but I meant to have my little tablet here with me so I could go through and tell you exactly how much these products were, but I forget. I forget a lot. I'm sorry. So there's that, the Hoola Light Bronzer. Now this is definitely a repurchase for me. The Brazilian Boom Boom Bum Bum, I don't know what it prefers to be called because it can't tell me, obviously. But this is about my third or fourth container, and I still use this the same way as I suggested in my previous video from a month or so ago. After I shower, I turn the water off, I dip in, and I lather it all over, head to, well, neck to toe. This is the best after shower moisturizer, and it's not even tailored for that. You know, it doesn't say after cleansing, rub on wet skin, but that's how I do it, and it just works for me. And I have to do it all the time now. Like, when I start to get low, I'm like, oh crap, it's time for more Boom Boom cream. Like, and get on the phone and order, because this shit is the shit too. And the smell is, it just smells so good. Now this I got on a whim. It is the Cover FX Aquamarine Hydrating Crystal Infused Elixir Mist. God dang. Could they name these things any longer? My goodness. But anyway, sorry, I'm a little out of breath today because I've been dealing with the dogs all morning. And Poppy, quit. I don't know what you're in over there, but stop. Hold on a second, because I think Poppy is eating my concealer. You won't believe what I just found. I'm actually just thankful he didn't get into it worse, but my Soft Glam palette. Yeah. This is not the first casualty of Pablo. He has eaten a NYX Born to Glow concealer, and I was scared to death, you know, thinking he was going to be sick or something. But this little dog, I don't understand. He's like invincible. Now, I don't feel comfortable with him getting into my makeup, but the way I have it is like I've got two compartments down here. I don't have enough storage space, so I've got him in makeup organizers, but he has to jump up to get it, and oh my God. Like, thank God he didn't get the shadows themselves, but man, he gave this palette a good chewing. Look at that. Look at that. Pablo, honey, this could get you very sick. I'm going to have to move those organizers. This is just too stressful. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Whew, that kind of got me nervous. Yeah, the Cover FX Crystal Infused Elixir. This is really good. It's the best dewy setting spray. Poppy, no. The best dewy setting spray I've ever used. And it's not even tailored for that. Like, it's more of a pre-treatment spray. But now he's trying to chew on the door. Like, what? Anyway, he is just blowing my mind a little bit extra right now. And I'm still trying to calm down from him eating the Soft Glam palette. Like, it scares me to death. He's going to get into something of mine that's going to hurt him. And I would not be able to live with myself. So, yeah. After this video, it's time to fix it. Got to do something. But yeah, this is a great spray. If you're not wearing any makeup and you just want to do to the skin, spray this on. And it is going to... Hold on, I'll show you. You see Rock of Love playing in the background. Oh, yeah. And it smells like, it just has a clean smell. It doesn't really smell like anything I can explain. It's just clean. But see how much shinier I am, and just, yeah. I love that spray. It's $20, and then they also have it in a rose. This is the crystal infused, and then I have the rose crystal infused or something like that. But those are both amazing. I feel like other stuff is missing, and I just don't know about it. Yeah, we're gonna have to close this up so I can go looking. But the Jeffree Star Cosmetics setting powder, this stuff is amazing. I got it in the shade Rose, and it's great for brightening under the eye. It's fantastic. That's my first time trying the Jeffree Star loose setting powder, and I love it. I also love his concealer. I think it's great. I finally purchased a Sigma Brushes 3D HD blender. I have yet to use this, but I can't wait. I'm super excited to try this sponge. I love beauty sponges. They're the best things ever. The Too Faced Born This Way Turn Up the Light face palette. Now, this is supposed to be reminiscent of Pobby. This is supposed to be reminiscent of the Hourglass Ambient Light powder and the Ambient Strobe powder, I think. But it's much more subtle than that, and it's nowhere near as impactful, I must say. Yeah, I got the light shade, and you have your glow powder, which is a, hold on, let me open it up and show you. You have your glow powder here, which is like a subtle highlight. Let me see if I can show you here. Yeah, see, it added a little something. That's your subtle highlight. And then you have your soft focus powder here. That is more of just a, you know, soften the skin, make it look a little more airbrushed kind of thing. Take away the shine, which it did. Take away the shine of my spray. And then you have here Dazzle. Now that's like your diamond highlight powder. This is what's supposed to give you like that kabam highlight. Oh, and it does. Like, this is a very, very pretty palette. I did get this with, like, you know, Ulta Rewards, Ulta Cash, so, you know, I am glad that I got it, but I still prefer Hourglass. Now, you are saving money by just getting this one for $42. Yeah, this is $42, and just a basic Hourglass compact regular size is like $52, $54. So this is the cheaper way to go. If you have been really, really dying to try those Hourglass products, give this palette a try. It comes in light, medium, and deep. Light, medium, tan, and deep, I think. I'm pretty sure. So the last things I have to go over, two things. Well, more than two things, but two different sections, categories, we should say. Excuse me. Hair. The Bumble and Bumble Hairdresser's Invisible Oil Heat Protective Primer. This made my hair feel angel baby soft. I mean, it was so good. I loved it. Loved it. The Olaplex number 3, and the mini of this is 13. The full size is 28, I believe. Olaplex number 3 hair perfector. You put this in your hair while it's damp. You're supposed to leave it in a minimum of 10 minutes. You can leave it in as long as you want. It's not going to hurt your hair at all. I put it in my hair damp and fell asleep and woke up the next morning and shampooed it out. But this is a treatment. You do wash and condition your hair after using it. And this too, angel baby soft. I'm telling you, these two products right here, this is a treatment that you wash out. This is a leave-in, and this isn't really a treatment. It's just a hair dressing oil, and I love it. It's not really an oil. It's more like a cream, but it is called Invisible Oil Primer. Fan-freaking-tastic. My poor Soft Glam palette. Yeah, I'm scared. I'm scared of what else he's gotten into. I'm gonna have to search the house. So I got two Jeffree Star Cosmetics liquid lips, Doll Parts and Deceased. Doll Parts right here, and Deceased right there. Yeah, they've sat and dried down, so they're a very... Bobby, what are you doing? He's trying to crawl up under the dresser. What are you doing, boy? Come here. Deceased is very gray and cool toned, while Doll Parts is very, like, doll-like pink. I mean, it's beautiful. Come here, Bobby. Come here. And then I also got from the Bloodlust collection, which I'm wearing the Bloodlust palette on my eyes now. No, Pobby, you cannot have it. Sickening Gloss, which the packaging is just beautiful. I'm wearing it now. It is purple toned, but it's a sheer purple, so it's not gonna like, it's wearable, you know? It's beautiful. And then the Bloodlust palette itself. Hold on, let me put you back down again. I'm sorry. Now, seeing this palette on camera versus seeing it in person are two completely different things. Pobby, stop. This looks like it's kind of pale toned and all that, but the colors do come off much deeper on the eye than they are in the pan. I can attest to that 100%. This one right here, Executioner, has, you can see that pink shift in it. You will lose that if you only apply it with a brush. My suggestion is to go in, apply it with the brush where you want it on the lid, and then tap your finger in and then tap it into place to make those pink shimmers show up, because they will fly away with a brush. This color right here comes off more of a deep blue with a hint of green on the eyelid. It is beautiful. Now this one right here, it does come off darker on the skin, and it's a little more gray toned on the skin, if I'm not mistaken. I only used it one time. Let's see here. It's like a khaki kind of color. See that? It's beautiful if you're going for like a natural look. And see, it's more like grayish brown on the skin, and in the pan it just looks lighter. It's weird. It's the weirdest thing. But yeah, so if you're turned off by this palette because it looks so light, do not be deceived. These colors come off a lot darker on the skin, and I love it. This palette is beautiful. I'm sure you guys have seen tutorials and reviews and all that stuff. If you'd like to see me do one, just leave a comment down below. If you'd like to see a tutorial on any of the products I mentioned, leave it down below and I will make that happen for you. But my dog is causing me to have a panic attack, so I will see you later. Bye-bye.